So yeah, my name is Eileen Kelly. I'm a stay-at-home mom of 2-year-old twins. And I know I'm lucky to be home, taking care of the two of them all day long. Sometimes the whining, the screaming, and the crying can be a little much. You know what I'm talking about, ladies? The other day, a telemarketer called. I've got caller ID, but I answered it because I just needed to talk to someone. So the guy starts in with his spiel, and then he stops in the middle and goes, "You know what? I'll let you go." I said, "No, sir, please tell me again, where's the timeshare? Have mercy." You know when you become a mom, you have no privacy, right? I take a shower, I've got 2 little human beings outside the shower door like this. So this morning, I get out to go get dressed in my room. I come back. You know what they're playing with? My razor. The 2 of them are looking at it like, it's fantastic. The hell? I had no idea. Does it have to be life and death every day, people? Seriously, heart surgeons, air traffic controllers, they signed up for this shit. I didn't know. And I've got twins. So, you know, one is toddling towards my questionably tempered dog, the other toward a hot stove. Who do I save? Must it be Sophie's choice every day? And you know, getting anything done with toddlers is impossible, right? I call my health insurance company to get a new card. It's a voice automated service because there are no human beings left that answer the phone. So they're like, if you're a member, say member. If you're a doctor, say doctor. My daughter, dee 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 dee. You're a doctor. No, I'm a member. If you're a member, say member. If you're a doctor, say doctor. Dee 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 dee. You are a doctor. I'm a member. If you're a member, say member. If you're a doctor, say doctor. Dee dee dee. I'm a member. I'm a member. 20 minutes on the phone. I still do not have a goddamn insurance card. I leave them alone in the living room for 10 minutes. I come back, it looks like we've been robbed. I look out the window to see if 4 crackheads are running down the street with my television. Because it's the only thing that could possibly, like, explain that much destruction in such a short amount of time. So my husband travels a lot, right, for business. He calls me last night from Paris. He's like, I just got back from a dinner cruise along the Seine. What'd you do today? What did I do today? I kept them alive. That's what I did today. That's what I did yesterday. That's what I'll do tomorrow. You eat a croissant? Choke on it. I am so sleep deprived and crazed. 1:30 is nap time at my house, which is happy hour, ladies, so you're all invited. 1:30 comes, I'm like, woo! But my dog senses this, and this is when she barks incessantly. And I'm so tense that I scream at her and I say horrible things, and then I feel bad. So I was telling a friend of mine, she's like, you need to watch The Dog Whisperer. Before, I would be like, shut the fuck up! And now, I'm like, shut the fuck up. Your dog is great until you have kids, right? And then it's like, where can I drive this dog? I'm a responsible pet owner. I know that when you adopt an animal, it's for life. I just wish it wasn't such a long life. You know? She's 12 years old. I'm like, can we move it along, please? Hell. No, it's just, you know, I love my family, but it's like, everybody wants something from me every minute of the day, right? The kids are like, what are we going to play? What are we going to eat? What are you going to do for me now? And I was like, what are you going to walk me? What are you going to feed me? What are you going to do for me now? My husband's like, what are we having for dinner? When are we going to have sex? What are you going to do for me now? Jesus Christ! I just want to pee with the door closed. It's too much to ask. For God's sake. happy. Alone. I feel really heard. I feel like we're getting closer. It's really helping. I read somewhere that almonds combat depression. I've had 2 pounds of almonds since Monday. Now I'm just sad and full. Have you guys seen that Valtrex commercial, that herpes drug? Everyone's like jogging on the beach and like kissing and riding horses. And I'm watching it thinking, my life would be so much better if I had herpes. I'm sitting here watching TV, eating cookies. Look how much fun they're having. Oh, I gotta get me some herpes. It's very different being a parent now than like, you know, when we were growing up. I feel like I have no training, you know? Like my whole house is child-proofed. When we were growing up, you found out something was dangerous by hurting yourself, right? You stuck a fork in an outlet, you got shocked. If you lived, you didn't do it again. When I was 5, I had a fever. My father gave me St. Joseph's aspirin for children. It was delicious. So I decided to eat the whole bottle. I started to feel a little woozy, so I went down and told my mother what I'd done. She said, well, that wasn't very smart. And that was the end of it. Good times. And car seats? Kids are strapped into cars these days like they're going to be shot through the Earth's atmosphere, aren't they? They can't look out the window. They can't move their heads. They're like, I'm ready to hit. Go, go, go! We didn't even have seatbelts, right? My dad would be driving, you know, cigarette in one hand, steering wheel in the other. All of a sudden he'd stop short and catch one of us. We're flying over the front seat on our way through the windshield, right? He'd palm our heads and put us back into our seats without even turning around. And there were 6 of us, you know, so sometimes you have 3 or 4 of us going at a time. Occasionally one of the dogs would make it over, pop. There were mandatory inspections back then because first of all, we had a Ford Country Squire station wagon, right? Oh my God! It was like a small country, right? And we had a hole in our back seat floor. I mean, big enough for a little kid to fall through. We used to play Flintstones through the hole. And my brother actually got in trouble one time because his shoe fell out onto the highway. And my dad had to turn the car around and go back and get it, Dodge cars to get his shoe. It was a rookie mistake because everybody knew once you were going more than 10 miles an hour, you couldn't play Flintstones. But yeah, so we had this hole, and you know, it was tricky because if you were going slow enough, you know, and my parents would come to a stop, you could kind of brace yourself on the handle of the door. And if you were going fast, you know, my dad would catch you and put you back in your spot. But the medium speed stop was tricky because it wasn't enough to propel you over the seat, but it was enough to slide your rear end off the seat, and then you were headed for the hole. So no matter how much my siblings and I were fighting, if somebody was headed for the hole, we saved them. It was like a code of war. I don't let my kids around cigarette smoke. And my aunt is like, you know, we smoked, we drank, we ate food with chemicals in it, and we're fine. I'm like, Aunt Nora, you've got one lung. She's like, Hardcore smokers will never, like, admit that the cigarettes is what made them sick. You know, a couple years ago, my mom was diagnosed with colon cancer. She says, why did this happen to me? My brother's like, Mom. She's like, what, was I smoking with my ass?